Guys, how we feeling, man? How we feeling? Listen, hey, different video today, but I figured I'd check this out. Add a little bit of spice to the content recently because all I've been checking out is music. And honestly, I want to check out funny videos too. I want to check out informational videos. I want to do all this different shit. So I'm going to do it because I just want to. You feel me? I just want to. If you enjoy the content that I'm bringing to the channel, listen, leave a like on the video, please. If you're new, hey, big red button down below. Hey, we're so close to 2K. We're so close. We're so close to 2K. Like, I think we're like 8 or 7. One of those. We're one of those amount of subscribers away from 2K. So, hey, if you're new, please come join the Goon Squad today. But without further ado, 15 most dangerous land animals in the world. Let's see what they're talking about, man. This is off the channel The Finest. Link in the description to their channel. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about.
When you think about dangerous animals, there will be a few that immediately come to mind. Most will depend on your location on Earth and your innermost fears. Is it a great white shark, a python, or a grizzly bear you're most scared of? Or are you one of the few that finds these animals intriguing and are keen to know more? Well, you're in luck. From the massive brown-haired predator—
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, hey, how many of y'all are no diffing a fucking grizzly bear, man? Like, be honest. Be honest. Like, I look at it and it's like, with enough strategy, you can low-key just 1v1 of grizzly bear, no problem, no diff, I promise you. Like, we gonna get to it. I guarantee you the grizzly bear probably, like, it's gotta be, like, bottom 5 most dangerous on this list, I guarantee you. If they're talking about a grizzly bear, it's probably, like, number 14 or 13 or some shit like that. Come on.
Killing machine to the third largest land mammal. Here
Hippos
are 15 most dangerous land animals in the world. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos every day. That being said, let's begin.
Pause.
Number 15. Grizzly bear. Grizzly bear.
I'm telling you, no diff, bro. No diff, bro. Like, listen, like if he said like a black bear or fucking a polar bear, because you gotta think about it. You're fighting not only the bear itself, but the elements of an Arctic area. Like, polar bears got it. They got it. They're cracked. They're cracked. They're S tier, like they're like S grade curses and Jujutsu Kaisen. They're like just cracked, okay? A grizzly bear, come on, man. Listen, all these people like, oh, I'm trying to climb this tree so he can't, and then the grizzly bear just climbs up, grabs your fucking foot, and just drags you to hell. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. My strategy is this, bro. You see, I'm gonna get a tree branch, right? I'm gonna hang a piece of meat on that tree branch. Go hide in a bush or something. Hide in the bush, you feel me? As the bear comes with his big fat ass nose, sniffs up the fucking meat, what I'm gonna do is take out my goddamn arrow, straight through the eyes. I promise you, it's gonna go for one eye and out the other. It's gonna kill him instantly. Perfect. 10 out of 10 strategy. I promise you, it's never failed me. And I've 1v1 a grizzly bear before. I have. Yes, I did that before. Don't worry about it.
Are easily one of the most intimidating creatures you are ever likely to meet, so it's no surprise they made the list. Standing as much as 10 feet tall, they are one of nature's biggest killing machines. These grizzlies are so destructive that they've been known to take down several of the giants in our wildlife, including moose, elks, and bisons. Olympic champions couldn't even contend with these beasts, some running up to an impressive 35 miles per hour. Even Usain Bolt's highest speeds of up to 27 miles per hour couldn't compete, and he couldn't sustain that for any significant time frame. The grizzly bear is unlikely to meet a suitable competitor, as it would take a great deal of armory to bring it to its knees. The good news, however, is that bears rarely commit an unprovoked attack, with most of those recorded due to the beast being surprised and spooked. According to the National Park Service, the annual death toll from bear attacks is, on average, just 1 person a year. Since the turn of the century, both the black and grizzly bears have collectively been responsible for less than 50 fatalities in North America.
Yeah, because listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, this animal, they consider it dangerous. Dangerous. This motherfucker is pussy. Okay? He's pussy. Alright? That's why he only averages, his KD is literally 0.1. 0.1. Alright? Gets no action. Gets carried in every team setting, bro. You put this on a team with the Hippo. The Hippo is the fucking league MVP, averaging 10 kills, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds a game. God damn. This is ridiculous, man.
Beetle encounters are a rarity, but if you're a hunter, it is best to keep an eye out, as the grizzlies will not hesitate to fight for their lives. Number 14. Hippos. Though they are a part of one of the most
Hippo 14. Nah, hold on. You gotta talk to me.
popular children's board games, hippos are not to be toyed with, especially if you find yourself standing toe-to-toe with what is considered the world's 3rd largest land mammal behind the elephant and the rhino. It's short.
Oh, we gotta add. 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 Add. We gotta add. We gotta add. We gotta add. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
They may have a pure vegetarian diet, but that doesn't stop them from being extremely aggressive creatures when prompted. Their sheer size is intimidating enough. On top of that, they also have very sharp teeth and are surprisingly mobile, both in and out of water. Because of this, they have been known to attack and sometimes kill other animals and even human beings. In 2014, several residents of Niger fell victim to a hippo, with 13 people drowning when hippos overturned their boat. It's even more insane that hippos are responsible for more human fatalities in Africa than tigers, lions, and even cheetahs, all of which are natural-born predators. Figures are in fact appallingly high, with the water beast held responsible for over 500 human fatalities each year. Hippos weigh upwards of 3,000 pounds and can reach lengths of 17 feet. And these monstrous animals can even kill a crocodile with ease. Next time you're face to face with one of these highly territorial creatures, consider keeping your distance. They might be large, but they are quick and deadly. Number 13.
So he said all that and
elephants.
only 14?
The elephant has always been considered the largest living, breathing animal on Earth, and this fact is still true today. They're also known for their rather unorthodox look, with their elongated upper lip and trunk, their massive, column-like legs, enormous heads, and flappy ears. Most are either gray or brown, with little to no body hair. They populate areas such as savannas, grasslands, and forests, whilst they also occupy wide ranges of habitats, which include, but are not limited to, deserts, swamps, and highland in the tropical regions of Africa and Asia. There are 3 different kinds of elephant, all of which are related to the prehistoric mammoths and mastodons seen in the computer-animated Ice Age movies. These are the African forest elephant, the African savanna or bush elephant, and the Asian elephant, the largest being the African forest elephant, weighing up to 9 tons and standing upwards of 10 to 13 feet tall. Though these elephants all differ in size and characteristics, they all share one common trait. They are all incredibly large and deadly. Human fatalities from elephants can range between 100 to 500 a year, with most limited to village and cropland raids in South Asia. Other incidents are merely accidental, as the elephant is trying to get through and tramples the much smaller human being. Number 12. Tigers. Tigers are the largest in the feline family, only rivaled by the lion. Their species are found in parts of Russia, North Korea, China, India, Southeast Asia, and even Sumatra. All 6 of their subspecies that remain are bordering on extinction. These subspecies include tigers like the Siberian, which is the largest of them. It can measure upwards of 13 feet in length and can weigh up to 300 kilograms. The Indian/Bengal tiger, however, has the most significant numbers, amounting to around half of the total population of remaining tigers. Tigers have a fairly sordid history when it comes to human fatalities, particularly in India, where attacks have ranged from within zoo enclosures to numerous attacks in the wild, particularly in Sundarbans forests and swamplands. According to some accounts, between 50 and 250 people are attacked and killed yearly in Sundarbans by tigers. Out of all the felines in the world, the tiger seems to be the cat that is most responsible for human-based fatalities. Within the last 2 centuries, 1800 to 2009, 373,000 people have died to tiger attacks in India alone. There's no real statistic on how many people have died worldwide, but many believe it to be between 50 and 250 a year, possibly more, knowing just how bad it gets in Sundarbans. Number 11, cone snails. No, we're not joking. Cone snails really are some of the single most dangerous land animals on the planet. There are over 600 species of cone snails, and pretty much all of them are highly venomous, capable of stinging humans. All experts agree, live ones should never be handled under any circumstances. Though all of them are lethal to humans, the worst of the worst are the big ones. Symptoms associated with being stuck by one are pretty serious, and include such things as highly intense localized pain, numbing, swelling, tingling, and even projectile vomiting. In more serious cases, victims can suffer from paralysis, vision changes, respiratory failure, and even death. Number 10, lions. Another member of the feline family, the lion tends to prey on an array.
Oh, we gotta add
of different animals, mostly those they can catch with ease. They are, however, known to occasionally attack beasts that dwarf them, including buffaloes and hippos. Lions live in Africa and India and are predators with only meat on their mind. Attacks on humans aren't as common, but they do still occur from time to time, with many tales of them terrorizing villages and rail workers over the years. It's been argued that many of these attacks have been carried out in desperation, with many lions believed to be starving, aging, or ill. The most lion-based attacks recorded are in Tanzania, where around 563 people were killed between 1990 to 2004. This boosted the yearly average to 22 people dying from lion attacks each year, a figure that has increased significantly heading into the 21st century, with many sources now estimating the number to be over 250 people killed annually at the hands of the massive feline. Lions are unpredictable, easily angered when they feel threatened, and overall very dangerous, so keep your distance. Number 9, rodents. It comes as a bit of a surprise that rodents are on this list, considering we're around them a lot more. Rats, for instance, live wherever we live. Sometimes cities have just as many rats as humans, although that might be a slight exaggeration for cities like New York, who have a population of over 8.5 million people. And sure, they spread the plague centuries ago, but people forgot that they are still a natural cause of disease today as well, just not nearly as bad. They're probably always going to be responsible for spreading diseases of some sort. However, as there are currently no statistics on how many people have died to rat-caused diseases worldwide, it's difficult to measure. There's a rodent-based disease by the name of hantavirus, which has been receiving attention in the US. This disease spread significantly between 1993 and 2016, and was responsible for approximately 728 reported infections and a fatality rate of a whopping 36% at one point. Contact with urine, droppings, or saliva of infected rats is very risky and can be particularly dangerous when inhaled, which can happen whilst simply sweeping or vacuuming. A particularly nasty case of leptospirosis occurred in New York in 2017. The bacterial that spread by rat urine only took the life of one person, but given its link with multiple other animals like horses, sheep, pigs, etc., has the ability to kill 60,000 people a year if not controlled. Number 8.
Jesus
African
Christ.
Cape Buffalo. The Black Death, or the African Cape Buffalo, is incredibly dangerous, as it's responsible for the death of many hunters in Africa over the years. This creature really is a beast, as the male version can reach heights of 6 feet and weigh a decent 790 kilograms, although the biggest has reached an impressive 997 kilograms. Buffaloes are already pretty dangerous and aggressive, but you really don't want to come face to face with one that's wounded. If you're unlucky enough to not bring the beast down with a shot or two, you're gonna need your runners in a major way. It is the master of stalking its prey and can tear almost any being apart with its massive, thick horns.
Like, what the fuck?
These beasts can charge at speeds upwards of 35 miles per hour and are responsible for over 200 deaths a year. Cape buffaloes can take down lions with ease and rival hippos for the title of Africa's deadliest animal.
I said I wasn't going to pause, but listen, the facts, look at this, like, look at every clip that's happened so far, right? These motherfuckers move in packs. They move in packs. That's why they're different than the bitch-ass, no-diff grizzly bear, okay? Like, we can take one of the grizzly bear. Grizzly bear is easy. But this, GG's. GG's. They're taking my soul. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Incredibly antagonistic, they aren't afraid of much, so it's best not to anger them or even approach them. Hunters beware. Number 7. Leopard. Leopards are one of the sneakiest of the cat family. They are incredibly quick and can catch even the fastest of prey.
Damn,
For over 10 million years, they have inflicted pain upon any that oppose them. Sleek, scary, and built for battle, the leopard is very dangerous to anyone and anything. Because of their obvious aggression and viciousness, humans are rather easy cuisine for them, and, to make things worse, the leopard is rather talented at hiding the evidence. With an average kill count of 29 people a year, it's understandable why they are a feared feline, with their deadly rampages fluctuating from places such as Asia. In 2018, a leopard was hunted down and killed after being solely responsible for the death of 21 people over a 3-year period in Najee National Park. While in 2012, there was suspicion that a leopard was responsible for killing 15 people over a 15-month period in Nepal. Experts will tell you that leopards don't usually seek out humans in particular, but Nepal National Park's ecologist Maheshwar Dhaka believes that preference might change once they get a taste for human flesh. Number 6. Wild boar. While they resemble the appearance of your average domestic pig, wild boars are much stronger and more dangerous, with many hunters believing them to be more troublesome to hunt than a bear. The boar's head is massive and takes up a third of its body. They are equipped with thick, sharp tusks and are rather intelligent. They can weigh upwards of 300 kilograms and have been said to be rather aggressive and unpredictable.
We gotta add. We still gotta add. Y'all still gotta add. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
Out in the wild. The boars tend to act this way following being wounded, meaning hunters need to be very cautious when following up on a shot, as the creature will go from being the hunted to the hunter instantaneously, as they like to circle their adversaries and charge at rapid pace. Studies have shown that 70% wild boar attacks occurred between 2000 and 2012, most of which took place in the northern hemisphere, with the US home to the largest percentage of these attacks. Around 15% of these resulted in fatality, with that number possibly growing higher if people were to travel or hunt alone. Boars have a unique style of attacking, usually charging right at the victim to force them off their feet. They can then use their sharp tusks to inflict untold damage to the fallen enemy. If in any instance...
Did you see how fast that motherfucker was moving? Back to the video.
The victim shows movement afterwards, it'll just repeat the process very swiftly. Number 5. Rhino. Though the rhinoceros has incredibly poor eyesight, they should not be underestimated, as their sense of smell and hearing is heightened as a result of this handicap. They are members of the family Rhinoceratidae and are a danger to anything in their path. This is mainly because of their protective nature, as their young are very important to them during the early stages. With their defensiveness, it isn't unlike them to attack, and it can be easy for them in most instances with their massive head and strong horns that are perfect for charging at the assumed target. Combine that with its poor sight, it's basically a ticking time bomb, hitting anything that moves and it deems as a threat. If that wasn't dangerous enough, it's also important to know that they can charge to speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, which means for them, they can escape pretty easily when threatened, but for anything else, good luck. Even with a head start, it is impossible to outrun such speeds. With its formidable size and speed, these beasts can knock over a vehicle given enough motivation. The largest male rhino recorded weighed in at over 2,890 kilograms. With all that said, however, they are an endangered species, and if you keep to yourself, the rhino will follow suit. Number 4. Moose. The moose is quite regularly encountered by hunters and has become increasingly more dangerous over the years. They do tend to leave humans alone, but if they feel disturbed or threatened, they can attack with such unspeakable aggression, with more attacks on average than bears. This number...
I'm sorry, this list just became so fraudulent. A fucking moose over a fucking rhino. A moose over a goddamn rhino. This is on damn near the same level of a grizzly bear in terms of no diff. Like, oh my god. Like, I might just low diff. I'll give it a little, I might struggle a little bit, but low diff. Like, it's easy. A fucking moose? Have we not seen what came before this nigga? Rhino, leopard, lion, like all these no way, bro. You see the wild? Come on, bro.
Said to increase when they have young ones with them. The moose alces are a very large species, and they sit atop the ladder of the deer family. However, they are not nearly as chilled out as their family members, injuring a great deal of people in America and other places in the world. They are second only to the hippo for human-related fatalities. The moose are most aggressive during mating season due to high hormone levels. They are of substantial size. The largest can stand a fair 7 feet and weigh close to 700 kilograms. Meanwhile, their antlers can span a whopping 6 feet as well. Quite often, when provoked, the moose will give the victim forewarning. They will maintain eye contact for a lengthy period before lowering their head to take up the charging position. This is plenty of time for you to plan your escape or defuse the situation. If it does start to charge, however, it could be game over. Number 3. Poison dart frog. Possibly the smallest living creature on this list, the poison dart frog is easily one of the most deadly species to the human race. Sure, they're only an inch tall, but it's the poison they pack inside their systems that could wipe out any predator. Their colors indicate this danger, so predators know not to cross them. These frogs are only poisonous when in the wild and not when captive. Scientists believe their poison is gained from specific arthropods and insects they consume in the wild. They are often found around rainforests in Central and South America, whilst the most dangerous of the species live in Colombia. A single poison dart frog contains enough poison to kill around 10 adult humans, which easily makes them the most dangerous land being alive today. Unlike other venomous creatures, the frog doesn't have to bite. Its poison is kept in glands found under its skin, so more often than not, animals will bite it and face the consequences. The poison that is kept is called batrachotoxin, with its main effects being paralysis and eventual death. This process occurs once it enters the bloodstream, and even the most minimal amount will be lethal. Number 2. Black Mamba. Black Mambas are extremely dangerous reptiles and considered among the world's deadliest snakes. They are found in southern and eastern Africa. They aren't very aggressive creatures and often keep out of the way, but will not shy away if frightened or threatened. Along with having incredibly lethal venom, it can definitely be considered very dangerous, so don't provoke them. Black mambas have caused several deaths in South Africa, the most recent of which was when a South African judge died when bitten in Zambia. There is no precise digit on how many have fallen victim to the snake, but it's safe to say there have been plenty. Due to poor medical and mortuary facilities, many autopsies have been ignored during mamba-caused deaths, leaving little evidence to how the
Oh, we gotta add. 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Affects the human being or how to combat it. The black mamba is born with 2 to 3 drops of venom per fang. The fangs mainly grow from the front and grow up to 6.5 millimeters in length. The adult mamba has between 12 and 20 drops per fang. It only takes 2 drops of venom to kill an adult human, so even younger mambas are incredibly dangerous. Number 1. Komodo Dragon. Well, if having dragon in its name wasn't distressing enough, it's worse to know that the creature has no filter on what it eats. In the wild, the Komodo Dragon would not hesitate to kill and eat a human being. Even if it were to just bite someone, it would still spread a strain of highly infectious bacteria that would eventually do the job. They are exceptionally patient hunters that are willing to wait hours until their prey approaches. From there, they rapidly charge, rip the throat out of the victim before retreating to allow the prey to bleed out. It's pretty brutal. Though their attacks on humans are limited, it's scary to think of how rapid and capable they are as predators. They may only feast once a month, but that's no reason to let your guard down. They are currently the largest living species in the lizard species, although they are endangered and do require protection. They can grow to lengths of 10 feet and attain an average weight of around 135 kilograms. When they lay eggs, they burrow approximately 9 meters deep for their eggs to develop and eventually hatch during April or May. The hatched young are about 18 inches long and live in trees for several months. The adult lizards very often eat their young and sometimes, if they have the appetite, eat full-sized adults. Don't they sound charming? Big or small, some animals just shouldn't be messed with. Take, for example, the poison dart frog. Who would have thought that an innocent little frog could be so deadly? And what about the Komodo Dragon that everyone raves about? I don't know about you, but I'm not keen on checking one of those out anytime soon, unless it's behind a 20-foot high enclosure. Not to mention the hippo. Who knew they could be such monsters? Not me. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now. See you next time.
All right, man. Damn. So, listen. Wow. That's caught me off guard. The fact that they eat their young is insane. Yeah, just terrible parents. Terrible parents. Listen, man. I think that list was, besides maybe like 4 or 5 of those, I'd say we can handle a good amount of that list. What do you guys think, man? Let me know if you guys are taking on the challenge or if you guys are running away from any of these animals. And let me know any other videos y'all want to check out in the comments down below. I love hearing from y'all as per usual. Big red button down below if you're new, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. It's been your boy Najee, aka TGU, and I'm out of the stew until the next time I come back to you. Peace out.